All right, this is the final part, guys. All right, I'm enjoying your videos. Yes, you better enjoy this series, White So yeah, man. Yeah, man. Because once I'm king, I'm taking off the throne with VJ, and I'm gonna live my great life, and I'm gonna start that Scottish company. I'm gonna own this beautiful property of land, guys. Think something like that Gran Turismo property, man, for my land, man. Something nicer than Hollywood, yeah. Remember when I showed you that, and that's beautiful, yeah. Think something like that for my land. I'm gonna tell them I want it to look exactly like this. George Lucas is like, holy shit, Ivan, like, you have everything planned out. Yeah, you even know what you want your land to like. Yeah, George, I want it to look something like Gran Turismo. Beautiful buildings, you have this look. Ivan, that's beautiful. Ivan, this is nicer than my Skywalker Ranch. This is nicer than Warner Bros. and like Disney. And it was when Peter Jackson and all my stars that I fly in, you know what I'm saying? Like when Carl Urban and all them, because he's most likely chosen, and all my stars and all them, John Boyega or Daniel Kulawa, don't hate me, John Boyega, or Zoe King or Ariana Grande, Danielle Manette, Idris Alba, and all of them. Andy Serkis, see my office, see my land. Like Peter Jackson, when Peter Jackson sees my land, or Mel Gibson, like, Ivan, this is your land? I'm like, yeah, Ivan, this is beautiful. Near the water, near the ocean. Yeah, Peter, this is my land. Ivan, this is beautiful. This is much nicer than fucking Warner Bros. Fucking office. Warner Bros. Owns a nice office, but it won't be as nice as mine. Like, my office is going to be near the water, man. Yeah, Ivan, this is beautiful, man. Vancouver has some beautiful property, man. Your land's right near the water. Yeah, my land's right near the water. Yeah, that's why I do my parties. Everyone goes to the dock, and I hire a driver. He drives out in the ocean. We do like a party in my yacht, and we do tables in my yacht too, which is nice. My nice yacht, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. If you think Weta Digital has high end, in other words, my company's so top notch. You'll make Weta Digital and ILM look like shit. Because George Lucas only made his Star Wars movies for like $100 million. He probably put maybe 30 million, 35 million towards special effects for his movies. Peter Jackson probably put $30 million towards Weta Digital technology for his Lord of the Rings movies. I'm putting what, $400 million for special effects. Yeah, my company's gonna blow high out of the water, man. Hollywood cannot afford to put $400 million. Hollywood, they put on average maybe 30 million, 35 million, maybe 100 million max towards special effects. For 80 million towards special effects. For Marvel, they probably put 40 million towards special effects, 50 million towards special effects. You got a movie like that. I'm putting 400 million towards special effects alone. That doesn't include the set building. That doesn't include the extras. That doesn't include the IMAX cameras, the film IMAX cameras. It doesn't include the equipment for the cameras. It doesn't include the costumes, armors, or weapons. Yeah, my company's gonna blow out of the water. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Because I pay all the actors the millions, they're all gonna work hard for me, man. They're gonna destroy the role. Hence why once filming is done, all the actors and singers are gonna be like, "Oh, Ivan, it's done." I'm like, "Yeah, guys, it's done." Man, "Oh, Ivan, can you sign me, man, please?" I'm like, "No, guys, it's not over yet." You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go on that world tour with me. You're gonna get paid your nice, I don't know, $200,000 in speaking fees. I'm gonna charge all the venues. I'm gonna tell the actors when they sign their contract, guys, if we get invited on a world tour, I'm gonna charge the venues for speaking. You're gonna make some good money off speaking fees. I'm charging all the venues for speaking. The actors are going to collect their nice 2,800, 9,000, 5,000, 4,000, $7,000 checks per speaking around there. They're going to strike it rich with their speaking fees. Yeah, $200,000 in speaking fees alone. That doesn't even include the salaries and the $2,000 gift card. Yeah, man. That's what my company's going to blow all out of the water. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You're looking at a top notch company I'm going to own. Yeah, man. That's why Peter, if he's chosen, he's gonna beg. Because he'd rather, oh, Ivan, I just want to work for you full time until I fucking die, man, until I grow old and die. Work for you, make my nice like $300 million in royalties, $200 in royalties, more than money that what Hollywood pays me, and just be saved for the rest of my life. But that's not how it works, man. It's a one and done. Once you're in a movie, you're not. You know what I'm saying? Carl Urban will beg if he's chosen. Most likely he is. Or Anonzo guy, he'll beg. Viggo Mortensen and Don Cheadle will beg. John Wright Davis will beg, you know what I'm saying? Bernard Hill will beg. The actor for Lithius will beg, who was in Commuter. She'll beg, obviously. Ariana Grande, Zoe King, John Boyega, Daniel Kulawa, Michael B. Jordan, they're all going to beg. They'd rather work for me. But Michael B. Jordan is also good for the Great Escape movie. So if Michael B. Jordan's not chosen, hey Michael, if you're not chosen for Zanus, I will consider you for the Great Escape, because I think Michael B. Jordan is good for that Great Escape movie. I can picture him as a secret agent. You can have him be one of the couples who dies in the movie too. You can have him be one of the couples. Obviously, you can have him be the rising star actor. For the Great Escape movie, I'll pay him less than what I'm willing to pay him. I'll pay him 7 for the Great Escape. For Zanus, he's worth more because he's playing the role of Tasso's. For the Great Escape, I'll pay him 7. I'll pay Michael B. Jordan 7. Like, you got to watch for your budget. Pay him $7 million, and he doesn't get a piece of the royalties for the Great Escape. Whereas for Zanus, he will get a piece of the royalties off. So I'll pay him a bit less for the Great Escape. Michael B. Jordan. No, I can pay him 9. I'll pay Michael B. Jordan 9. I'll just pay him 9 because I'm not giving him a piece of the profits if he's in the Great Escape. I'll pay him 9. Michael, if you're not chosen for this movie, don't worry. I might consider you for the Great Escape. I'll pay you a nice $9 million, but you're not getting a piece of the royalties for the Great Escape. Because I'm only doing this for Zanus because Zanus is a unique story. And I want these actors to completely destroy the role. Whereas for all our movies, only the A-list actors get a piece of the royalties. The B-list actors, the rising stars, don't get squat. Obviously. Well, no, Michael B. Jordan is an A-lister. No, I would give him a piece of the royalties too for the Great Escape too. I'll give him 001. Because Michael B. Jordan could be the other A-list, so he is an A-list actor, right? I'll give him, he will get a piece of the royalties for the Great Escape too. I was thinking of him as a rising star. I would give Michael 9. I'd pay him the same paycheck I'm willing to pay him for Zanus. 9 million, 0.01% of the profits for Michael B. Jordan. It's a good paycheck for him for the Great Escape. So if he's not chosen for Zanus, I might consider him for the Great Escape because he's also good for the Great Escape too, Michael B. Jordan, and have him be one of the couples. Obviously, pay him 9 and give him 0.01% of the profits for the Great Escape movie. I might consider him. You never know, right? We'll see what happens. Yeah, so for my special effects, I'm not gonna, Peter. I don't need your I don't need Weta Digital technology. No, I have my own money. I can easily get better. Don't hate me, Peter. I can easily get better technology than what you have for Weta Digital. But I'm gonna hire a good 40 team of your Weta Digital guys to work on my movie. That way I got the best, because Weta Digital did Lord of the Rings. Hence why they're the best people for my special effects team for Zanus. And Weta Workshop is good too because they design all the armor and weapons. For Lord of the Rings, you can have them design all the armor and weapons for your Zanus movie. Hire a good 80 team, 70 team from Weta Workshop, and hire a good 40 team on Weta Digital to work for your movie. For all the departments, the sound department, VFX department, editing department, you know what I'm saying, sound mixing department, the art department, all these stuff. You have all these different departments, right? Hire a good 40 team of people for all your for all your 10 departments for your special effects unit for your Zanus movie. That's why I need George Lucas. Hey, George, how many departments are there in your ILM? Ivan, there's 10 departments. Okay, I'm going to build 10 different department rooms in my special effects unit building. And George Lucas will help me what? Help me plan out all the departments, the interior layout, exterior layouts for my building. George Lucas will help me. That's why I need him helping me. I know what I'm doing. And George Lucas, I know all the companies that Hollywood uses for their movies. Okay, I want all the companies that Hollywood uses for their movies, obviously. All the stuff that Hollywood uses for their movies, I want that in the system, obviously. So the special effects stuff, the special effects equipment, the CGI technology equipment, the set building, all the best companies for set building in Hollywood, have it in the system. All the best companies for the cameras in the system, the equipment for the cameras in the system. Obviously, the costumes, armor, clothing, and weapons, the tools for creating, the best companies for creating all the machines for the mask, have all that in the system. That way it's easier for me, VJ, and Peter Jackson, or Mel Gibson when we make the calls. You see what I'm saying? And when Peter Jackson makes those calls, like, holy shit, Ivan, you have all the companies in your system. Yeah, Peter. George Lucas helped me out. Ivan, you have all the companies in your system, Ivan. Yeah, it's all in my system. Yeah. Everything is in the computer system, obviously. Hence why it'll be easier for my 17. The only things that will not be in the system are the side stuff, like the hotels. My team is going to have to find a hotel and make the calls themselves, obviously. You know what I'm saying? The trailers and all that stuff. The trailers and all that stuff, you can have all that in the system too. The best companies for leasing trailers and portable bathrooms, portable showers. You know what I'm saying? Was a body wash and the hotels. My 17 is going to have to find hotels and make the calls themselves. Was all the other stuff that Hollywood is associated with for their movies, obviously. It'll be all in the system. That way it's easier for my 17. And me and VJ and Peter Jackson, we make the calls. You know what I'm saying? The first thing I'm gonna make the calls for is probably Amazon. I'm gonna have me and VJ make the call to Amazon. We're gonna make the call to Amazon and me. I'm gonna have this talk with George Lucas. Okay, guys, do you think it's better if I release my movie online? Obviously, if I release it online, the movie won't come with merch. Me and VJ will make more money. Obviously, the movie won't come with merch. Less professional. Or do you want to release it on 4K Blu-ray on Amazon? I think 4K Blu-ray is better. It's much more professional. You get your nice box set. You get your the nice covers, and you can also sell merch. Yes, you know what I'm saying. If I don't partner on Amazon, I won't be able to sell merch. You see what I'm saying? I won't be able to sell merch. Yeah, man. I won't be able to sell merch. I could sell it online and partner with Amazon for the merch if I want. But Amazon won't make as much money, you see what I'm saying? I could do that if I want, but I'm not a fan of online streaming, man. Online streaming is very, very unprofessional. Yo, Ivan, pure Jackson, yeah, Ivan, I hate online streaming. Online streaming is very unprofessional. Yes, it is. 4K Blu-ray is better, man. It's where it's at, man. 4K Blu-ray is better than fucking online streaming. I'm not a fan of online streaming. I prefer 4K Blu-ray. You're gonna get a better experience, and you get a nice box set. You know what I'm saying? And you get a nice box set, and you anticipate the movie to arrive in your mail. It's much better. You get your nice cover of the 3 volumes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's better 4K Blu-ray. Hence why my company will be a 4K Blu-ray business, obviously. Direct to 4K Blu-ray. People ask me, 4K Blu-ray, Ivan, yeah, I think that's smart. If you're gonna have your company direct to home video, sell it on 4K Blu-ray, you're gonna get an enhanced, remastered like 4K experience. Yeah, you're gonna get with the technology of Zanus and the 4K Blu-ray experience. You're looking at something unheard of from a movie. People ask, Ivan, that's smart. Yeah, 4K Blu-ray, that's nice, Ivan. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, Peter, it's nice, son. Yeah. Yeah. 4K Blu-ray is where it's at, obviously. You know what I'm saying? 4K Blu-ray is where it's at. It's where it's at. Ivan, you like physical media? Yes, I hate online. I can't stand online. I'm a physical media fan. I am not a fan. There's some people who think physical media will go away. It will not go away. I believe DVD will probably be non-existent. And by the time Xanax gets released, there will probably be no more DVD. In a good 8 years from now, there will be no more DVD because DVD is not popular anymore. But Blu-ray and 4K Blu-ray is still popular. People collect a lot of Blu-ray and 4K Blu-ray editions, man. 4K Blu-ray is... My company will popularize 4K Blu-ray. As I guarantee you, once I release my movie on 4K Blu-ray, DVD will be out of the market, and all the Hollywood companies are going to release their movie on theaters first, and they're going to release it online and as well as on 4K Blu-ray. They're going to copy my company. Okay, I even released this movie only on 4K Blu-ray. Let's do that too. Let's release it online, and we also release it on 4K Blu-ray only. They're going to copy me, obviously, and yeah, and then 4K Blu-ray will become popular, obviously. My company's going to popularize 4K Blu-ray, yeah. Because 4K Blu-ray is the best. 4K Blu-ray is the best home video experience you can experience. It's top notch. I watch movies on. I have a Blu-ray collection, and when I watch movies on Blu-ray, it's a good enhanced experience. 4K Blu-ray is even better. It's an enhanced experience. 4K Blu-ray. It's top notch, man. Yeah, man. The technology going towards Zanus, you have the 4K Blu-ray effect. You're looking at something unheard of for Zanus. 8K World, man. Something better than Avatar. Yeah, man. And Middle Earth. Yeah, man. Yeah. And Sean Astin, he complained. I read the book. They said Sean Astin complained about his $250,000 shitty check. He was shocked when Warner Bros. Offered him $250,000. He's like, what the fuck? I'm doing like a year's worth of Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I'm only getting $250K for it? Yeah, because Warner Bros. Is fucking cheap. They could have easily paid him more. They could have easily paid Sean Astin like $700K. And they paid him $250K because they're fucking cheap. And Sean Astin still destroyed the role. They could have paid Elijah Wood more. They told Elijah Wood, you have a crappy agent. We would have paid you double of what we're paying you. That's how you know they're fucking cheap, obviously. They duped Elijah Wood, obviously. And yeah, because Hollywood's fucking cheap. They fed them shittier food like fucking spaghetti, chili, and like beef and like potatoes and veggies. Even though they got a buffet, they fed them shittier food. Whereas I'm serving all my Zanus actors like nice high-end food, man. Sliders, thin crust pizza with garlic sauce, hot sauce, nice crispy fried fries with gravy. You know what I'm saying? Ribs, wings, teriyaki meats, pork, chicken. You know what I'm saying? The actors are all going to demolish the food. You know, you're going to see Carl Urban, you're going to see Viggo Mortensen if they're chosen, or Don Cheadle. Don't hate me, Don Cheadle. You're going to see Ariana Grande or Zoe King or John Boyega or Daniel Kaluuya. You're going to see them in the documentary. Today I'm going to have, I don't know, you might see Carl Urban bragging, you know what I'm saying? You're going to see how much more happier he is in my movie compared to fucking Lord of the Rings. Because Lord of the Rings, he got his shitty like 200K and I'm paying him his rich millions. He's free. He got his freedom. I'm spoiling him. Yeah, today I'm going to have my veggies with my rice, my teriyaki chicken, and my pork. And after that, I'm going to have my pizza with my poutine and my ribs, you know what I'm saying? My sliders with my poutine. They're all going to brag with my milkshake and my Coke. You're going to see them all bragging. Yeah, because I'm spoiling them. So yeah, I'm also going to have my nice 3 beers. Yeah, I'm spoiling them. They're going to work harder for me. They're getting the rich millions. They're going to work hard for me, obviously. Yeah. If Viggo Mortensen's chosen, I'm going to tell, okay, Viggo, the performance, okay, I remember in the scene Two Towers when the Orc Army was marching, you were brave, you acted your ass off, you destroyed the wall. I want you doubling that performance for my movie when Eraten, the Demon Army, approaches the wall. I was like, Ivan, don't worry about it, I'll destroy the roll. I'm saying he destroys the roll. Yeah, he'll destroy the roll because I pay him his millions. Carl Urban will destroy the roll for the war and the demon wolves because I paid him his millions, obviously. He's gonna, yeah, I have no worry about it, I'll destroy the wall. I even fuck Hollywood. I'm gonna work double harder for you. You pay me my fucking nice millions. I'm gonna work harder for you, man. You gave me my freedom. Was Hollywood was a fucking dirty ass slave. I'm gonna work harder for you, and they're all gonna work double harder for me. Yeah, and so they're gonna destroy the role even more than what they even did for Lord of the Rings. And that's why all the actors are gonna work harder, double harder for Peter. Peter doesn't have to worry about the actors slacking off. They're all gonna work harder for Peter. Peter doesn't have to worry about. Peter won't have that shitty feeling. Even though Peter Jackson's strikingly rich, he's going to make his $350, $400 million. He won't feel like shit because, oh yeah, Ivan took care of all the actors and crewmen. He paid everyone a good salary. They're all going to work harder for me because Peter's the boss. They're all going to work harder for Peter. Peter doesn't have to worry about the crewmen slacking off. He doesn't have to worry about people in the crewmen quitting. As I heard some of the crewmen in Lord of the Rings quit, yes, because the labor wasn't worth the money. The money wasn't worth the labor. Yeah, fuck this. I'm not going to do Blood, Sweat, and Tears for $40,000. Fuck that shit. I'm fucking quitting. Yeah. Because Warner Bros. Paid the fucking crewmen their shitty $40,000, $30,000. And so they're not going to work as hard. They're not going to work as hard, see what I'm saying? They're not going to work as hard. They worked hard. I saw it behind the scenes of Lord of the Rings. The crewmen in Lord of the Rings worked their asses off, but the chances are sometimes they slacked off a little bit. The fact that you had ladders appearing out of nowhere, that's how you know Weta Digital slacked off a little bit. They were fucking tired off. Fuck this. Let's just have the Orc Army not carry any ladders, and we just have a ladders appearing out of nowhere where they approach the walls. Yeah, because they got their shitty 50, 40K. They're going to slack off more. They'll work hard, obviously, because they signed a contract, but they're going to slack off more. They got their shitty food. Their chili and their spaghetti, obviously, they're gonna slack off. If you serve the special effects team a nice buffet like hamburger sliders and like poutine and like nice ribs and wings and like a thin crust pizza and like fried rice and teriyaki meats, a nice salad bar and all you can drink soda machine and milkshake, they're gonna work hard for you. Dessert, breakfast, they're gonna work harder for you, man. They're gonna work harder for me. And that's why you're not gonna catch any cheesy stuff in my movie. You're not going to catch any cheesy stuff with my movie, man. Because I paid the crewmen way more money. I paid the crewmen way more money. See what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about the crewmen slacking off. Because I paid the crewmen way more money. See what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about any of my crewmen quitting on me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because what? I paid $150K is worth the labor. $150K for the 2 years is worth the labor, the blood, sweat, and tears. Because they're all walking away. I believe most of the Lord of the Rings crewmen live in New Zealand. So they live in New Zealand, they're all walking away with like a $100,000 check in their bank. $100,000 in your bank is worth 2 years worth of labor, man. It's worth the labor. You can do a lot of good things with $100,000. Yeah, it's a nice paycheck. If I was an average person, I'm not. Don't hate me. If I was an average person, I would work my ass off for $150,000, man. That's a nice paycheck for 2 years of work. Okay, guys, you're only going to work for a good two. Some of them are going to work for 2.5 years. $100K for even 2.5 years is worth the paycheck. It's a nice paycheck. Whereas if you're getting paid $30K for 2 years of work, it's not worth the labor. That's why some of the crewmen in Lord of the Rings quit. Peter Jackson, yeah, Ivan, some of my crewmen quit. Yeah, because Warner Bros. Was cheap. They paid them their fucking shitty $30K, obviously. But to be fair, Warner Bros. Couldn't afford to pay the crewmen $150K. But if you can't afford to pay them that money, the least you can do is give them a nice buffet, man. Don't show them shittier food, man. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. And Peter Jackson worked double hard for me. Because I paid him more money, obviously. He'll work hard. You might even tell me, oh, Ivan, fuck Hollywood, man. Hollywood's dirty as fuck. You gave me my freedom. You're paying me more money. You gave me an unlimited budget, whereas Warner Bros. Gave me a fuck you shitty $90 million budget. I don't have to worry about running out of money for your scenes, Ivan. I can have the wolves be as scary as I want them to be. I have enough money to hire thousands of actors for the war. You know what I'm saying? You have a big budget. You have a big budget to pay all the actors a rich $180, yes. And see, actors are going to even work harder for me, yeah. Some of the actors in Lord of the Rings probably didn't even get paid. If you want better acting from your actors, pay them the nice $180. They're going to work harder for you. Yeah, man, I know what I'm doing. That's why Zane's better than Lord of the Rings. Because everyone in my movie will work harder for me than what they did in Lord of the Rings. Because Hollywood's cheap. Some of the extras didn't even get paid, man. Whereas for my company, I'm paying all the extras a rich $180. And so they're gonna work hard. They're gonna work harder as background extras. I would work my ass off for $180 a day as an extra. That's a nice paycheck, man. That's a 9 to 5 job paycheck. If you get paid like $50,000 a year, that's like $170 a day around there you're making. Yeah, it's like a 9 to 5 job. So if you're an extra and you work for a good 1 week, you're gonna make a good like $1,900 for yourself. It's a nice paycheck. The extras work hard for me, obviously. Because they got a nice $900 paycheck. Yeah, they're gonna work hard. But I'm not feeding them. I'm gonna tell Peter Jackson. I'm gonna have this meeting with Peter. Peter be like, Ivan, we can't feed all these extras. Fuck the extras. Yeah, you're gonna see VG. Yeah, Ivan, fuck the extras. We can't feed them. You know what I'm saying? We can only pay them. They're getting paid the $180. We can't feed them, Ivan. It's gonna stall production. Yeah, we can't feed the extras. They have to burn their lunch. Because I'm paying them a rich $180, they won't be mad. Because yeah, even though Ivan's not feeding us, he pays us $180 a day. A lot of money. It's a 9 to 5 job salary. I'm paying you $180 a day. It's a good salary for a fucking extra. They're gonna work hard. The background extras are gonna work harder for me, obviously. They're gonna work hard. You're gonna see how hard the extras are working in my movie. Harder than what they even do in fucking Lord of the Rings. Because Lord of the Rings, I remember I saw behind the scenes. One of the extras like, oh my god, we've been here all day. Are we even gonna get paid for this? And that's how you know sometimes Hollywood doesn't even pay the extras because they're fucking cheap. Yeah. He asked me, Ivan, Hollywood's fucking cheap. Some of my extras didn't even get paid. We fed them, but they didn't get paid. You know what I'm saying? So because we didn't pay them, they didn't work as hard. Yeah. If you don't pay the extras, they're not going to work as hard. You see what I'm saying? If you pay the extras, they'll work harder for you, obviously. If you pay your extras, they're going to work harder for you. They're not going to slack off. Obviously. That's how top notch my company is. Everyone from all ranks, even going down to the extras, are all getting paid good money. The crewmen get their $150K, the actors get their $180 a day, 9 to 5 job salary. The actors get their rich millions. My 7 team gets the rich millions. Peter Jackson gets his rich millions. The assistant producers, I'll hire Barry Osborne. I'll pay him $850K for my movie. That's a good paycheck for him. I might have him work with me in the first year, help out the 17 with business calls. That way we get things done, accomplished faster. Okay, Barry, I'll pay you a $150K bonus to help out my 17 with business calls. Like you can hire Fran, Peter's partner, have her help the 17 with business calls. Pay her $150K bonus. It's a good paycheck for her to help out the 17 with the business calls. I also have Gwen Molitor help them out. That way the 17 have help. You take the stress off the 17 and all them. I know what I'm doing. And I might have Barry Osborne and Frank oversee some of the business the second year with the costume designers, Weta Workshop creating the weapons. The costume designers creating the costumes and Weta Workshop designing the armor and weapons. As well as the people. I'm going to have the people who are going to design the masks start designing the masks the second year too. That way you give them more time. Because they're going to be designing like thousands of masks for the extras. Yeah. Give them more time. I'm going to have some of the crewmen flown in Switzerland preparing. Some of them working the second year. You know what I'm saying? So Weta Workshop will be designing the armor, costumes, and weapons. The armor and weapons the second year. And I'll also have the costume designers design the costumes starting the second year. Later half of the second year. And I'll have Barry Osborne and Frank oversee them. You can have Peter Jackson oversee them too if you want the second year. And I'll have some of the construction crewmen start building some of the sets later on the second year too. You can have Peter Jackson, Ramon Torre, and all of them overseeing some of that the second year. And then John Favreau and all of them, and I'll have them in the office making those business calls the second year. And the third year, the rest of my 17 will be in Switzerland with Peter Jackson and all of them overseeing more of pre-production, right? You need to give the construction crewmen some time to build the sets. Have them start working have some of the crewmen start building the sets later half the second year. Have the costume designers start designing the costumes the second year, later half the second year. And have Water Workshop start working on the costumes, armor, and weapons the second. That way you give them more time. And you don't have something messy happening where they need more time. You know what I'm saying? Because I want early fourth year, a month into the fourth year, filming starts, man. Production starts. And all the sets should be built, obviously. All the sets should be built, you know what I'm saying? All the sets should be built. In third year, I'll have a good 18 actors with me in Vancouver training. They'll be staying in their nice suites and they'll be training with me in Vancouver, doing their dialect training and doing their horse training. Horse training, tackle, weapon training, and dialect training, the actors, for 1 year. That way they're prepped and they're badass warriors when production starts, and badass horse riders in the movie. But for the horse race, I'm going to have the actors race on a fake horse. Like Arwen did for Lord of the Rings. She raced on a fake horse. I don't want the actors getting injured. Have them race. I'm going to hire professional horse racers for the race. I'm going to actually rent the actual stadium. Have the extras and the fans, obviously, spectators. I'm going to have actual real horse racers race. Hire horse racers hire people who coordinate horse races to coordinate the horse race, obviously, to help Peter Jackson out. And I'll have my actors, my 4 or 5 actors. Me, the actor from Maramis, Tacitonius, Cassius, obviously. We're going to be horse racing with professional horses. We're going to race on fake horses like Arwen did in Lord of the Rings. That way they don't get injured. Because horse racing is dangerous, obviously. Whereas the other scenes when the actors ride horses, have them ride on real horses. But the horse race, you have to have the main actors ride on fake horses. And I'll hire professional horse racers to race on the track. That way you get an unheard of horse race for my movie. Yeah, man. Something unheard of. You're looking at an amazing horse race. There's something in Zane. It's called Horses X. You have a horse race in young Tachys. You have a horse race when Tachys is older in Volume 1. Tachys, Tacitonius, Maramis, and Cassius race against other members in the army, I believe. In the army. And you hire professional horse racers to race against the 4 actors. But I'm not going to have my stars race actual race. No, they're going to be on fake horses like Arwen was when she was fleeing to Ford with Frodo and the ringmates were chasing her. Yeah, have them race on a fake horse. You see the behind the scenes. Arwen didn't ride a real horse. No, they used practical effects. She was riding on a fake horse and they applied the practical effects in the movie. You know what I'm saying? That way no one gets injured. So last thing you want to happen is have actors getting injured, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a good chance the actors might have a few bruises or some of that from some of the scenes. But they're gonna have to fight through the bruises, obviously, because when you film movies, it's work, man. Like sometimes the actors may be a bit bruised or something like that, but as long as it's not a major injury, you're gonna have to fight through the bruises, obviously. That's what I'm saying. I don't pay you millions to slack off. You gotta work hard. Because I pay them millions. Okay, I haven't paid us for millions. You gotta work hard. Yes, I pay you millions. I expect you to work hard. And they're all gonna work hard because I pay them their millions. Even though it's blood, sweat, and tears working for 1 year, 9 months to 1 year. These actors are going to work hard for me because I pay them their millions, obviously. Yeah, man. Looking at an amazing story for Zetas, man. Look at the best story we told in Motion Picture. Yeah, man. Yeah, hence why Peter Jackson won't beg, Ivan, can I be in your next movie? I'm like, no, Peter, you were good for Zane, you're not good for Gracie. Ivan, I can't stand Hollywood, man. I'd rather work for you, man. Your company's so much better than how I know it is, Peter, but you're not good for the Gracie movie. You're going to see Carl Urban begging. You're going to see Don Cheadle or Viggo Mortensen begging. You're going to see Ariana Grande or Zoe King begging. John Boyega, Daniel Kaluuya, Michael B. Jordan begging. John Rice Davis, Bernard Hill begging. You're going to see, Digimon Soup begging. You're going to see Angelina Bassett begging. You're going to see what? You're going to see Guillermo del Toro begging. You're going to see Mel Gibson begging if he shows. You're going to see all those people begging, man. But they're not good. The reason why they're going to beg because they want to be saved. And my company is better than Hollywood. And I pay them more money than what Hollywood pays. And don't forget, Hollywood is dirty as fuck. Hollywood, you have to fucking go in the cockpit and do it, man. Don't hate me, Hollywood. In Hollywood, you got to go in the cockpit and you got to do it. So So you're making your millions, but you're constantly a dirty slave, and you have to do all these dirty people, and you get burned. The room smells like fucking ash. You got to go in there and do it. Yeah, these people are all dirty. They have to go in there, go in the trailer and do it, man. So while you're making your millions, you're a dirty slave doing all these filthy people, man. It smells like ass in the room. You got to put the fan on. Yeah, Peter Jackson was a dirty slave for Lord of the Rings. You have to do it, man. Whereas for my movie, he got his freedom. He doesn't have to do anything. He's free, you know what I'm saying? He's free. Yeah. That's why they're all going to beg. The main reason they're going to beg because they want to be saved. The second reason is my company is better than Hollywood. Think of something like Gran Turismo for my property, man. Like, yeah, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pay them more money. They experience the fame, the international fame with IMVJ, obviously. I pay them more money. I gave them perks, buffet, suites, world tour, speaking fee earnings, obviously, the party at the luxurious Birkenstock Resort. Hollywood doesn't do that. And if Hollywood does a party, they do a party at the CEO's mansion. The CEO probably owns like a $11 million mansion. Whereas me, for Lord of the Rings, they did that for the actors, right? They had a party in an $11 million mansion. It's nothing compared to my $300 million fucking condo, like fucking Incredibles. And they're going to be flown on my private jet, my $100 million super advanced jet like Incredibles with the GPS. Yeah, my company's better than Hollywood. Partying up my $300 million condo, my $50 million yacht. Yeah, my company's better than Hollywood. Yeah, that's how top-notch my company is. And VJ Ray knows what I'm talking about. I actually see the future. Yeah, you guys see the future. You know how top-notch my company is. You're looking at something like Gran Turismo. A beautiful property of land like that. Yeah, I want it to be exactly like that for my property of land. Anyways, if this video, this is Ivan Amir. I'm signing up. Peace.